and the battery. It's totally integrated with the frame. And the waterproof rate is IP65. So normally ruin is no problem. It won't damage the battery. And the battery capacity is 38 voltage and the amps is 20 amp. It can ride about 50 kilometers with the pedal system. So for food delivery, we think it's big enough for a whole day. The rider don't need to change the battery and it will save time. Save time means they can earn more money and earn more profit. And here is the display. The display is integrated with the style. This is just for the sample, and when you scan the code, the display will be on. It will show you the current speed limited and the total riding distance. Also, you can see the battery capacity here. From the back end or from the application, you can also see the battery capacity. And here we want to see is the alloy basket. And to make the hose more stable inside the basket, we use an elastic strip. Here, you can see it will be easy to release it. Just like this way, it's very easy to handle. Also here, you can put a foil holder. So let's see the back. This is also an alloy basket. You can see the tube is very thick and it's very strong. The loading weight of this rear basket can be more than 30 kilograms. So it's very helpful for food delivery business, or you can put some beers inside. Here is a rear rack. So you can add a rear rack here and buy the basket as an accessory. With this accessory, you can earn more profit too. Another thing we want to show you is the rear light. Normally on the mudguard there is only a red reflector, but maybe it's not safe when you ride at night. So we add a rear light on the rear mudguard. You may be very curious about the light cable. The light cable is inside the mudguard. So from outside you can't see any cable. That is to say no one can damage the light. But if the light is wrong, it can't work. You need to remove the mudguard and there is a cable, so you just need to change the second part of the rear light. No need to pull the whole cable from the controller. This is a very good design. And also for double insurance, we add a rear light on the side of the seat stay. This one is a solar light. As long as there is a solar, there is a sun, the light will be on. So it will storage the power and it will release the power and it will be on automatically during the night. Here is the LT, but this is not the LT. The LT is inside the frame. Top is a cover. So the LT inside, no one can use a hammer or like a stone to damage the LT. The cover can protect the LT very perfectly. And the screws is anti-rust. This is stainless screws. It's anti-rust. So it won't get rust, and the screws is a very special design. No one can use normal tools to unscrew it. So it can't open, the LT can't be missed. The plastic material can't hit in the LT signal, so it's no problem. And the other thing I want to show you is the wheel. You can see the front and rear is alloy integrated wheel. And the tire, you can see the pattern. This is suitable to ride on some city road, and even if you ride it on mountain area, you can also feel comfortable. This is a reflective line, so even there is no light on the road, when there is a car passed by, the reflective line can reflect the car light, so others can also see you. It's very safe for your night driving. And the tire, there is no valve. This is a non-inflatable tire, so the tire never won't get punched. It's always punch-free. But it's very comfortable to use this tire because the inner is a foam. After the foaming, the tire and tube is integrated into the one piece. Also, rear is the same. But rear is with the hub motor. This is the hub motor, and the motor watt can be customized. Normally it's 250, but the max now we can do is 500 watt. So for some Canada, American market, we can use bigger watt to reach to max speed. And you may be curious about the brake. Here you see the brake on this side. This brake is drum brake and is integrated with the hub, and only the brake cable is outside, just this part. Then it's totally inside the frame. That is why you can't see any brake cable on the outside. And the rear. This one is electronic brake lock. It integrated with the IoT, so when you scan the code, and the brake will release the motor, it will be rotated, and then you can ride it. And after you finish the riding, you just need to click the turn off function on your application. Then you can hear a sound voice from the back, and then it will be unlocked. If you forgot to lock the back, you can also use your application to lock it remotely. That is the advantage of this IoT. Okay, that is all of this bike. If you want to know more about this bike, and you can send us inquiry, and we will let you as soon as possible. This is the wireless charging station. You can see the outside is stainless steel material, so you don't need to worry about the rust issues. And here is the sensors to receive the signal and release the signal. The advantage of this wireless charging station is it not rely on the plug. The bike parked to the station, it will lock automatically and get the electronic magnet from the station. So there is no mechanical, no physical plugs. And also it can be charged efficiency because inside is the fast charger. We can use 4 amps charger for the fast delivery, and it's more durable, it's more efficiency, and it can be used for long period. Also there is an indicator. This indicator shows the charging capacity when it's red. That is to say it's not fully charged, and when it's turned to grey, it means it was already fully charged. Also for this letter, when you park the bike at night, with this light ring, you can easily find where your bike is. And except this light ring, you can also see the light charging capacity from the panel. Here you can see it's under charging, and now the capacity is 74%. As mentioned, there is no physical plug, so the charging is more efficiency, and the dock is more durable, and it's more safe to charge the bike. And it's more convenient because the rider don't need to put the cable to the bike to charge the battery, just need to park here. Convenient for the rider, that also means the riders will be more happy to ride the bikes. So here is the instruction of this wireless charging station. And now we will show you how to use this charging station. First, you need to scan the code to unlock the bike from the station. The panel is on. Now you can remove the bike. And here you can see the inner structure. You can see the inner structure of the charging. Here is the lock. And this piece is for the light and for the sensor. The sensor is also intact, and this one is the lock. Here is the matched structure. Here is for the lock pin, and this is for the charging cable. The cable is directly connected to the electricity, no need the conversion module. Okay, now is the process to park the bike. Just need to put the wheel into here and unlock it while the application display is off. Now it shows the charging capacity. Also, the light ring is on. Another solution is the cable charging station. We call it charging dock. And here is the connection part from the fork. You can see here is the connector. The connector is also waterproof. Normal rain is no problem. And you can see the cable is very thick. And inside the laser is there. So it's not easy to cut the cable. So you don't need to worry about the snowing or damage of this cable. And here is the light indicator. This light indicator is also to show the battery capacity. When it is green color, it means the battery is 100% fully charged, and maybe there will be some latch, some red light or some other light to represent different battery capacity. And the material, this material is still free. Is to say for one station you need one cabinet. You need one cabinet include 10 chargers, and for the charging rack you also can target 10 here. So the advantage of this one is cheaper wireless charging station, and the size is a bit tiny. So you don't need to use a very big space to put the charging station. For this one, it will also charge the battery automatically. The function of this plug is two. One is to lock the back, another is to charge the battery. Now we will show you the process how to operate. Also, first you also need to scan the code to unlock the back. And when you scan the code and unlock the back, the back latch will be unlocked. Also, this keyboard also unlocked. Then you can remove it and just put it here. Now you can see the light is off. That means there is no charging. Here you can see the inner structure. This is matched with this plug. And you can see there is enough space. Here is enough space. So once the plug is inserted, it's not easy to pull it out. And you insert the plug here. Now it's locked. And then you can settle the payment. If the rider didn't insert this cable and he can't finish the riding, that means if he didn't charge the battery, he will always pay for his riding. And now it's locked, so you see it's not easy to pull out. Here is the introduction of this charging dock.